good, everybody? I am Jolly by Nature. Welcome back to the channel. We are continuing our Pokemon X Nuzlocke run as a part of the Blast Burn Radio Nuzlocke World Tour. Now, if you're just now joining us, that's kind of weird. This is a YouTube series, which means you can go back and watch the 2 episodes before this one, and we're early enough that you might want to. But we are currently in Santalune City. We arrived here in the last episode, got all of our encounters on this section, and yeah, we still need to explore the town and the route beside it just a little bit, and then we are going to be ready to take on Viola for our very first gym badge, which is really exciting. The team as it currently exists consists of T-Bone, our brand new Azurill, quiet-natured with Splash, Water Gun, Tail Whip, and Water Sport. Got Taquito, our Chespin, who is quirky-natured with Tackle, Bite, Vine Whip, and Rollout. We got Cilantro, the Pansage, Modest Nature with Scratch, Play Nice, Leer, and Lick. We got Baloney, the Bidoof, who is Naive-natured with Tackle and Growl. We did a little bit of training of Baloney off-screen just to get him kind of up and on par with the rest of the team. Not really better. Certainly, it's still a Bidoof. We have Wellington, our Scatterbug, Beef, with Tackle, String Shot, and Stun Spore. Yeah, these are our boys, our precious children. Feeling pretty okay about this team. Not ideal, of course. We've got 2 grass types and a bug type going into a bug gym where the ace is bug and flying. So not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but overall pretty okay. If you are new here, of course, be sure to follow the channel, like and subscribe, and turn on that bell for notifications. Between myself and my 2 co-hosts on Blast Burn Radio, we are going to be putting up Nuzlocke videos like every day through this series, sometimes multiple a day, so you're not going to miss out on those. And yeah, let's keep up with the question of the day stuff. And my question for you today is, who is your favorite Kalos Pokemon? We talk about this in our intro to the series on the podcast, but mine is 100% Tyrant. I'm actually a little embarrassed because when we first recorded that episode, I kind of forgot that Tyrant existed. The way my brain works sometimes, like I only want to think of Pokemon as their final evolutionary forms. And I like Tyrantrum fine. It's good. But Tyrant, I think, is like the perfect Pokemon. It is it's definitely my favorite fossil and probably my favorite rock type, period. It's so good. It's just a great Pokemon. So yeah, that is mine, and I look forward to hearing all about yours too. There's a lot of really cool Pokemon in Kalos. It's funny, I initially said like, oh, this is a Pokedex that I'm not like super fond of. Like I like everything in it, but like none of it drives me crazy. And the more like anyone brings up a Kalos Pokemon, I'm just like, yeah, that is a great Pokemon actually. Like I'm proving myself to be something of a liar, I think, but that's okay. So yeah, let's check out Daytona Way. I'm sure that'll be a good time for all. We don't have cut yet, so we can't get that item, but we can get into some trouble, get in some scraps, see what happens. Make some money, get some EXP. We gotta be really careful with our EXP right now. Our level limit, we play with level limit, which means we are not gonna out-level Viola in her gym, and Viola's highest level Pokemon is only level 12. So Taquito's almost there. Like Taquito can gain very little experience and remain street legal, as it were. So we got to play this very cautious if we don't want to over-level stuff. Also, because there is a PvP component to our series, anything that over-levels does not get to come to PvP, which is not ideal. We want all our boys. We want all our boys, even Baloney, to come to PvP. It's very important. This Goldeen is actually kind of a problem because Goldeen gets Peck, and we're very weak to flying right now. I could go for a Tyrant right about now, frankly, just to counter that big gaping weakness hole in my whole team. Okay, here comes a Meryl. I see that you are also a person of class. random Dejournaway trainer. I too will soon have a Meryl. I spent so much time today, you guys, just running around Santa Luna City, just running around to make my Azurill love me. So hopefully we won't have an Azurill much longer. That's the goal. That's the plan. Jesus, baloney, bud. I'm gonna need you to do a little better than that on neutral non-stab hits. Jesus fuck. That was a huge power Meryl if I have ever seen one, but also Plony's not very good at this, if we're being a hundo. Let's go heal real quick, because regardless, we need to get Baloney some EXP. One thing I don't think I really commented on last time, because it was getting late when we got here and I was kind of tired and kind of, you know, wanting to get my stuff in. I really love Santa Luna City. This is maybe my favorite place in Kalos, despite being at the very beginning of the region. Like, I love all the roses everywhere, the bushes and the wreaths and everything. It's so pretty, and this is one of the places that really sticks out in my mind when I think of this region. This Roselia fountain is rad as hell. I really love this city. I think it's a really great town. It's got like these little outdoor cafes. It's really nice. I really like it here. You know, I've mentioned before, both in these videos as well as on the podcast, but Kalos just has such an incredible an immediately recognizable aesthetic to it, and I cannot get enough of it. It's so good. Do we fucks with this Riolu? I'm scared to run, because I'm scared against all logic that it is going to have something steel to hit T-Bone with, and T-Bone is not yet a water type, ironically enough. Let's go Wellington, actually. I want to be careful with KOing a bunch of wild Pokemon, because I want to get all my trainer battles in, and I've only got so much EXP to go around, right? But also, I don't want this Riolu to hurt my boys. I don't think I can. I think like Foresight and Quick Attack should be like, yeah, there's Quick Attack. That's probably all it's got. Oh, and counter. That's a problem, actually. That's a for real problem here. Jeez. This is not, I think, the strongest Nuzlocke team I've ever fielded at this moment. Which is unsurprising. They're level 7 overall, but you know. And my best mon, my starter, my good, sweet boy, my best friend, I can't effectively use right now for fear of locking him out of the whole week, which would be bad news bears. And endure, counter, endure, quick attack, foresight. What a moveset for this level 7 Riolu. Okay. Nothing has died to a level 7 Wild Riolu, which is, I think, a positive thing overall. Wellington grew to level 8. Very nice. T-Bone grew to level 7. Are we going to see it? Is it time, my boy? Do we want Bubble? I mean, Bubble's a bad move, but it's not worse than Splash, so I guess... Yes! My running in circles was successful. Here we go. God, I always love the evolution animations, but this one in particular is just so good. I love it a lot. My boy, my big round boy, T-Bone. Now that T-Bone is no longer a tiny bab, what did that attack stat look like, though? 13, doubled by huge power, 26, is less than Taquito, but also 4 levels lower than Taquito. So, okay, that's fair. That's just, you know, that's just math, baby. That's a lit, Leo. I don't want your EXP right now. Maybe later. Maybe later. Not right now. You're a male lit Leo too. God, you would have been such a cool encounter. I am not sad to have T-Bone, to be clear. T-Bone is a great encounter. But a male lit Leo would have been rad as fuck. T-Bone is burned. This is not great. Please just run away. Thank you, T-Bone. We gotta go heal because we are apparently soft like marshmallows. Soft like cupcakes, soft like pillows. My boys are not the hardiest bunch. We got some more evolutions coming though, like really, really soon. We'll have 2 evolutions for Wellington, like this chapter, which is dope. At least in theory, as long as Wellington makes it that far. And we will not see Baloney or T-Bone evolve again this chapter, but pretty soon after, which is pretty dope. So we'll gain power, I think, pretty rapidly from that. There's another Riolu. Let's see how much more effective you are now that you're big, T-Bone. Probably not a ton because you have no physical moves. And also, that's a level 9 Riolu. That's concerning. I don't know how safely I can swap. We're going to water gun and see what happens. You ate that pretty well. You did not do very much damage in return, though. And so that's less than ideal. Riolu, you can endure all you want, bud. You were not dying to this hit regardless. See, in any other series, struggling this much against trainer battles, I would just say, okay, well, let's get like 2 levels in the grass and keep going. But I know I have played and nuzlocked X and Y so much that I know how much EXP these early game trainer battles are worth, and I'm not trying to throw is the problem, because I'm gonna get so much EXP inside the gym and just from these trainer battles that I don't want to put myself in a bad place trying to be proactive. So hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt. It might, and if it does, then we'll deal with that. Come on, Wellington. Good job, Wellington. You prince among bugs. So I'm actually really excited to see when Wellington grows up what pattern of Vivian he grows into. I live in like the Midwestern US, which, if you're not familiar, Vivian determines its pattern based on like the region of the world that you're living and playing in. And so in the Midwestern US, for me, that's usually what's called the modern pattern, which is like pink with some color around the edges, as most of the Vivian patterns have. But because of the specific methods we're using to play, I'm not sure if that will hold true in this game file, or if it is going to read me as being in a different region and adjust accordingly. So that's going to be pretty exciting to find out, I think. Okay, we fought you. I've not fought you. That's a Bunnelby, though. That's much less scary. Not scary at all, but much less scary. That's still a fair amount of damage, though. How much are we hitting back for? Not a ton. All right. We're going to do our best. That's a Leer. Okay, you did 6 before the Leer, so I'm guessing about 8 now? 8, 9? About 12 now, probably. Which means that even a crit should not kill. Come on. Bring it home, T-Bone. Good job. Good job, Bumblebee, not actually attacking. You love to see it. We will take that all day long. We'll just go ahead and use a potion. I hate to waste them, but I also hate to waste your time by just running back and forth to the Pokemon Center all day. We'll just potion up. It's fine. Okay, we got a battle here. Got a blow on my tea. Talking a lot kind of messes with the throat, you know? So I need something nice and hot and soothing so that I can continue to freak out about Pokemon on camera for your entertainment. Hopefully for your entertainment. Yeah. Continue to spit water in the face of this bird. A sand attack has me a little bit worried, though. That could be more problematic than it needs to be. You like that, and now there's another one. Son of a bitch. Let's get this Pidgey down and see what comes in next. That's a Metapod. That's fine. That's fine. Do I want T-Bone to sit here and fight this Metapod? No, we're gonna switch Baloney and get Baloney some of this Metapod XP because it's a Metapod. If Baloney takes too long, we'll switch back into T-Bone and just sit there and Water Gun it, since Water Gun isn't affected by its physical defense, of course. But you know, gotta give Baloney some love where we can. It's hard on these streets for a doof. There we go. Good job, Baloney. That was expertly done, my boy. T-Bone's level 9. I want to get T-Bone to level 10. That's going to be a good resting place for you boy, young T-Bone, I think, before the gym. Also, probably going to want to buy a few more potions before we head in, just to be on the safe side. Alright, so that's the way back, which we're almost ready to take. Got a Flabébé. 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 I really love Flabébé. I think it is such a cool Pokemon, and it's such a shame that, like, that it's not in Sword and Shield yet. At least I don't think it is. I haven't played a ton of Crown Tundra, so it's possible that it got added in the Crown Tundra DLC, and I'm just mistaken because I haven't really done that a whole lot. Stranger things have happened, right? But I just think that the whole gimmick of having a bunch of different flowers that are a bunch of different colors that kind of stick with it through the whole evolutionary line is just really neat, personally. I like it a whole lot. It's a great cleric. I've used it in draft before to really great success. It's a good mon. You'll love to see it. Thankfully, Baloney is not yet a water type. He's still just the danger doof. Hooray! So it's a little unfortunate. We have a simple Bidoof. And in simpler times, in Generation 4, we'd have gave that boy Swords Dance and go burr. Unfortunately, in Generation 6, where we are currently living in Pokemon X and Y, Bidoof no get Swords Dance, Bidoof no go burr. Its big setup move opportunity is Curse, which it doesn't get until like the mid-50s. So if we want to stick with our boy Baloney, spoilers, we do not. We do not want to stick with our boy Baloney. But if we do want to stick with our boy Baloney and ride him into the end game sunset and let him be as good as a doof can possibly be, We're not going to be able to do that right away. It's not going to be until the very end of the game that we are able to see Baloney fulfill his true potential, which is a little sad. All right, we've explored the route. Now we're going to battle this angry roller skates lady with a Zigzagoon. Not sure why the game just hiccuped like that, but hopefully it's all done doing that. You can growl at me all you want, bud. Water gun special. Do you? Hooray! We killed a good trash panda. We do want that defense curl immediately right away, in a hurry. We're going to get rid of Tail Whip. And we defo want that good rollout, though. We'll get rid of Bubble. I'm going to keep Water Sport, as silly as that might seem. PvP's coming up, and you never know, one of our opponents has a fire starter. You never know when being able to reduce the power of fire could come in handy. I doubt it's going to stay long, but for right now, we're going to keep it. We got the roller skates! Let's go! Let's go! I'm so graceful! It's like magic! There's a whole cafe up here. Is that a shuckle on the sign? No, it's not a shuckle on the sign. It looked like one, though. It's a cup of coffee. That's still pretty neat. I like it. All right. We are blading. Inline aggressive blading. Oh, hi, lady. Oh, you are, aren't you? You're one of the kids who got a Pokemon from Augustine Sycamore, right? That Meryl you've got there looks pretty happy. You must be a good trainer. In that case, get over to the Pokemon gym. I'm sure my sister will be glad to meet you. I remember her from the anime. She's the chick that Ash comes to Kalos with. I didn't watch the end of Best Wishes. I'm not sure where he met her in Unova, but yeah, I remember her. All right, guys, if you are not familiar with how we tackle gyms around here, one of the important things to know is that the gym is a gauntlet, which means that once we enter, we cannot leave the gym until our opponent is dead or we are. No coming back out to use the Pokemon Center or to get some last-minute training in or anything like that. And as such, we need to be well and truly trained before we poke our nose in that gym door. So I'm going to take a few minutes and do a little bit of wild Pokemon grinding to get our team exactly how we want them before we head in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attempt to use my elite YouTube magic skills to speed that process up, keep the footage in, and like make it like a montage with music, do some cool shit like that. It's also possible that I cannot figure out how to do that, in which case there'll just be a nice clean cut. So either way, here goes training. See you guys on the other side. All right, guys, we are back. Hopefully you enjoyed that montage. If there, in fact, was one, we'll find out. Stay tuned. But if you are just joining us again for the first time, you will note that a couple of important developments. First of all, our boy Wellington has evolved. He is getting big and strong as a Spupa. And also, when he levels again, he will be ready to evolve again, which is exciting. But we wanted to leave that little bit of EXP to go. We're trying to play our cards very carefully to avoid over-leveling in this gym, and hopefully that pays off. But our whole team here is in that nice 10 to 11 range. Level limit is 12, so we're right about where we want to be. Hopefully we called our shot correctly. Let's go ahead and head into the gym. Now, one thing to declare what rule set we're using. With Blastburn Radio, we have an optional hard mode gym rule set where we don't use any super effective moves against the gym leader, or against anyone in the gym, I should say. We for the duration of the gym, no super effective moves, which is worth additional points in our point system. However, you may notice a couple of things about this gym. First of all, it is a bug type gym. Second of all, I have a bunch of grass and also a bug that is weak to Viola's Vivion's flying stab, if it has any. I'm not actually sure. I'm also not allowed to look things up, so I don't know for sure what the move set is on that Vivian, but it's concerning. I also know that Viola's TM and a move that her Vivian at least knows is Infestation, which locks you in, which means I can't even rely on being able to cycle my Pokemon in and out of that final battle to get it down. And as such, we are going to be tackling Viola on our normal mode rule set, meaning that we can use super effective moves to our heart's desire through this gym. Now you may notice, you might be thinking, but Jolly, you don't have a whole lot to super effectively hit bug. You have a couple of water types and a couple of grass types, and you are mostly correct. What I do have is a rock type move, one specific rock type move in rollout, which both Taquito, our Chespin, as well as T-Bone, our Meryl, no rollout. And so our plan for Viola is going to be to start rolling out, to initiate the rollout, as it were, against her. Oh fuck, this is actually getting really scary. Baloney, please don't hit yourself in the face, bud. Thank you, Jesus, fuck. That was actually terrifying. This lady bot almost killed Baloney. The plan is to start to initiate rollout, as it were, against her Surskit, which should not have a whole lot to physically or to threaten our Meryl in general. And then by the time the Surskit goes down, hopefully we'll be on like hit 4 of the rollout sequence. We'll be able to take one of anything that Vivian wants to throw at us and do big damage back. Now the big fear there obviously is that Vivian is going to stun spore us on the one turn it comes out, and we're going to be fully paralyzed, and it's going to break our rollout cycle, which would be extremely unfortunate. But we are just going to have to roll those dice and cross that bridge when we come to it, because I don't see a better option for us, quite frankly. So that's what we're doing. Also, one of the reasons I made a point of stocking up on potions before we came in is because we have to do this gym as a gauntlet, meaning that now that we're in, we can't leave for any reason, including just to hop back out to the Pokemon Center and heal up, which means we need to be very strategic with managing our PP and our HP to get through all of these gym trainers. We also need to fight all of the trainers in this gym, which there's only 3 in this particular gym. It's not so bad, but we can't just skip them to preserve resources. We have to fight them all. And hey, there's a Spupa. Speaking of Spupas, good pupa lads, there's another one. But that's okay, because right now we're mostly burning resources on Baloney, who I do not anticipate being a major factor in the gym battle unless things go way off the rails. So we should be pretty okay. That crit was nice. That's helpful. Does this Spupa only know Harden? It probably does. In which case, we're actually in really good shape. No, it's got Tackle. Okay, that's fine. right, we got one more gym trainer, so hopefully that does not go too shittily. I don't super expect it to. I think we're in pretty decent shape coming in, about as decent as can be expected. And then we just got the big game ahead of us. I really love like the trainer placards in X and Y. I appreciate that the series has since moved forward into like the full motion enemy trainers in battle, and like that's really good overall. But there was just something really charming with this like almost TCG style trainer art in every trainer battle that I kind of miss. I think it was really good. Okay, here comes a Combi. I think we're gonna be okay, guys. I am glad that none of our grass types are out, because yeah, Combi has Gust. Which, you know, it's still off a Combi, but also, why take the risk, right? Baloney has done remarkably solid work in getting us to Viola. Good job, Baloney. I hoped you had it in you. I wasn't sure that you did. Please excuse me for talking with my mouth full. If you didn't know, I used to be a smoker. I'm a former smoker, and one of the tics I have picked up since quitting, as it were, they say that having things to do with your fingers and your hands helps. It's been years since I smoked, but I picked up a pretty big breath mints habit where I just kind of pop them. So that's what I'm doing. All right. Viola's up next. I think we are going to lead with Wellington, and we're going to do our thing. I'm not going to waste the potion on Cilantro. If Cilantro comes in, things are bad. So I'm not going to spend the potion. Hopefully that does not come back to bite us. This is our very first gym leader in our Pokemon X series. Normal mode. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers crossed. We got this. I believe in the squad, for all its flaws, that we can beat up these bugs. Let's go. That determined expression, that glint in your eye that says you're up to the challenge. It's fantastic, just fantastic. Is this your first time challenging a gym? Fantastic. Whether it's the tears of frustration that follow a loss or the blossoming of joy that comes with victory, they're both great subjects for my camera. Fantastic. This will be just fantastic. Now come at me. My lens is always focused on victory. I won't let anything ruin this shot. I really like Viola. I really like all the gyms and gym leaders in X and Y. I think that they're really excellently done. But Viola might be my favorite bug type gym leader, which is saying something because bug is my favorite typing. I really love the spiderweb aesthetic of the gym, and also just like the photo gallery out front, I think is also extremely good. There's just a lot to love here. We're going to Sunspore to try to save resources on T-Bone until the big show arrives in the form of that Vivian. As long as the Surskit does not kill my Spupa, which would be very bad, actually. Okay, we're fine. Because now we can just swap out into T-Bone. And hopefully we're going to get some full paras here. That would help us a lot. Water Sport, that's okay. I'm so concerned. I was planning on using so much fire here. We're going to Defense Curl. If you're not familiar, Defense Curl actually doubles the potency of rollout if they're used consecutively. It's just one of those cool things in the game that's like not in the tooltips, but if you know, you can use to your advantage. And we're going to start rolling out. And as long as we don't miss or get paralyzed or anything else that, well, there's a miss. But that's one miss at the beginning. I would rather miss at the beginning than start missing in the middle. Oh, wow. Okay. I was hoping to be on, like, hit 3 of this rollout before this Vivian came out, but apparently T-Bone's strong. We're going to take an Infestation. Nice thing is we resist the initial hit. The bad thing is because it's ticking damage, we don't get a resistance on any of the ticking damage. Doesn't matter. T-Bone too strong. Jesus Christ, T-Bone, my boy. Holy shit, dude. Okay, T-Bone's level 12. Please don't hit level 13, T-Bone. Please, I want to do that to our opponents. Oh man, I couldn't have placed that any better. Let's go. Young trainer, you. No, it wasn't you alone. You and your Spupa have shown me a whole new depth of field. Fantastic, just fantastic. That's a really cool looking badge. I love the designs in X and Y. Everything is good. With that bug badge, Pokemon up to level 30 will listen to your orders in battle. Yep, even if you get them from trades. And here, this TM commemorates your win against a pro photog like me. Got Infestation, let's go. Using a TM like that one there lets you teach your Pokemon some new moves quicker than a shutter set to 1 in 1,000 can snap shut. TMs are some of the best gear around. They're point and click easy and you can use them over and over again. Thank God we can use them over and over again. I am so glad. Now the TM that I just gave you is for a move called Infestation. Use it and it'll be impossible for your opponent to flee from battle. Now then, can you zoom in a bit to check out the tent behind me? Take the stairs that you'll find beyond it and you can be back up to the entrance faster than a flash. There we go. Before we leave, let's just take a moment to stop and appreciate the Santaloon City Gym and how cool it is with the spider web and the dew. Just gorgeous. I love this place. It's so good. All right. That is the Santaloon City Gym, ladies and gentlemen. 30 points for our normal mode victory, which might put us behind coming into PvP the first week, but I am banking on the fact that keeping all of our Pokemon alive will help us make up the difference in PvP. Whoa, would you look at that bug badge? Nice, very nice, future champ. I bet that schmancy pants professor who gave you your first Pokemon would be amazed to see it. After you heal up your Pokemon in the Pokemon Center, why don't you head on up to the Pokemon Lab in Lumio City and show it to him, huh? That's true, and that's kind of weird. We haven't met Professor Sycamore yet. Like, you do that with Professor Juniper in Black and White too, but you already met Professor Juniper in Black and White. We still haven't met Sycamore face to face in X and Y after the first gym. That's kind of wild. All right, guys. Now, if you're a listener to the podcast, you know what's coming next. But if you're not, you don't. So let me explain. We have a special rule for this Nuzlocke series. And this rule is something of a hybrid to the rule that a creator that I greatly respect, a Mr. Griffin McElroy, formerly of Polygon.com, used on his Pokemon Y Nuzlocke, as well as like a more traditional YouTube egg lock. And that is that now that the gym is complete, now that we have successfully tackled Viola, and for every gym thereafter, as well as we're also going to do one for Lysander, the final Lysander battle later in the series. One of the Pokemon on the team, currently in the team that went into the gym with me, is going to come out forever. And in its place, we are going to remove an egg from a special prepared box that was sent in by you guys, our listeners and viewers and fans. And that is now a Mon that we will have on the squad that we can use. It also... acquiring those Mon trumps all the other like clauses that we use to justify our encounters. So if it's something that we've already gotten before, we can choose to keep it instead of just having to call dupes on it, for instance. So yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone who submitted eggs. I really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And hopefully you guys sent me some bangers and not some real garbage boys. So here's how we're going to do this, because like some of these eggs have nicknames for reasons that I will not be disclosing here that have nothing to do with the Devil software, and some of them are holding items that can make it very easy to kind of guess what's inside the egg, and I don't want to cheese this in any way. This is to be a truly random thing. So what we are going to do is we're going to go into the PC to our egg box, and our egg box. And first things first, we need to decide who is coming out of the party, never to return. And this is a really difficult decision. And if you had told me before I started gameplay this week that I would have a Bidoof and that I would not be putting that Bidoof in the box, never to come out again, I don't think I would have believed you. But God, I want to call her Beverly. I don't know why. Baloney did work in that gem. Like, legitimately did work in that gym. It does not share weaknesses with a lot of the things that have shared weaknesses on my team that are kind of problematic and common. I don't think that benching Baloney right now is the play. I've got 3 Mon on this team that share a weakness to fire, and 3 Mon that share a weakness to flying. The same 3 Mon. And that is a problem. And so, unfortunately, I think that the weak link of those 3 needs to be the one to go into this box. And as much as I hate to say it, that weak link is my boy Cilantro. I really like Simisage. I think that he is a fantastic Pokemon. I would have loved to use one. I cannot justify using a modest Simisage when I have Taquito the Chessman right here, filling much the same role as a physically offensive, bulky grass type with much better stats, frankly. And so, Cilantro, my dear friend, from the bottom of my heart, I bid you adieu. I hope you enjoy a fine retirement to the egg box, and we'll see you soon the next time we come to pick out an egg. And now it's time to choose our egg. And how we are going to choose our egg, we have here a standard 6-sided die. We are going to roll it twice. First for the row, the horizontal row of the egg that we will be taking, and then again for the vertical column of the row that we will be taking. And obviously there's only 5 rows. If we get a 6, we'll just re-roll it. So without further ado, we'll be taking an egg from row 5, so the bottom row. We will be taking egg number 4. Okay, so 5, 2, 3, 4. This is our egg. All right. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to... Well, actually, I have to see what its name is. Otherwise, I lose the name forever. So, does this egg have a name? It is Optimus. Okay. Optimus. I hope that you are something rad. Let's actually switch off of our egg box so we don't catch things later. And no, we're not... Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we get. Running. Running. Oh. Okay. We got a little Pawniard. Yes, we will give a nickname to our newly hatched Pawniard. We know that he has a nickname, and her nickname, is Optimus. Now, this is kind of a mixed bag of an encounter, honestly, because Pawniard evolves like stupid high because it's a black and white Pokemon, and that's a little unfortunate. But also, it's a really good mon. This one has Stealth Rock too, which is nice. Stealth Rock, Sucker Punch, Headbutt, Mean Look with a Choice Band. Okay, all right. I am on board with your girl Optimus. All right. So that is the team at the end of this stretch. Real quick, what level was Cilantro when Cilantro went into the box? Level 11, right? Level 11. Okay, cool. Now, by our rule set, we can quickly get Optimus to match where Cilantro was when Cilantro went in. So we're just gonna do that. Do I want to learn Leer? What do you know again? Headbutt, Sucker Punch, Stealth Rock, Mean Look. No, I don't want Leer. I mean, there's an argument to be made over Mean Look, right? Like Bisharp is not exactly a trapping mon, generally speaking, but no, this is fine. Fury Cutter. No, I still don't think so. Fury Cutter's a bad move, actually. All right. There we go. Now, all that's really left is just to do a little bit of additional training, and I'm not going to make you guys hang out with me through that. But before we go, there is one additional thing that I would like for us to do together, and that is we are very, very close to a Vivian. And I'm really excited to see what pattern we get, and I'd like us to find out together. So we are going to get our last level for our boy Wellington, and then we will call it a day. Thank you, by the way, to whoever submitted our girl Optimus. I think she's really fantastic. Again, not sure I'm going to be able to take her through the whole region just because, like, the 30s gets real awkward with a Poniard, right? Where, like, you're high enough level that you should really be evolved right now, but you don't evolve for, like, 20 more levels. It's a problem. But it's a great mon, and especially, like, this low level where, like, most things are still in their base form anyway. Like, it's going to be really strong in week 1, and I am excited to use it. I also think that it's really dope that we have 2/3 of a Fairy Steel Dragon Core on the team already in Chapter 1. That's actually kind of rad as hell. All right, one more wild Pokemon will do it for you boy Wellington. That is a Litleo. And Wellington don't want none of that, actually. So we're going to go baloney and do it a murder. Oh no, I'm burned. That's fine. This is the last one we're dealing with anyway. There we go. Baloney also grew to level 12. That's pretty dope. Here we go. Let's see how beautiful Wellington is. I'm guessing a lot. Got a good feeling about our boy Beef. We got the green and brown one. I don't even know what part of the world you belong to, but you're beautiful. I like you a lot. All right. Yeah, we want a struggle bug. Of course we want a struggle bug. We don't need a protect or a string shot, do we? Nah, we don't need a string shot. Struggle bug better. Let's go. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I will finish getting the team in tip-top shape for PvP off camera, off recording, and we will be back in just a bit. I'm still not sure exactly how the release schedule on these is going to work, but we'll be back before the podcast airs to kind of go over our team builder analysis for PvP. So I hope you guys are excited for that. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I thank you for taking this journey with me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so excited to be back in Kalos with all of my friends. And here's to a long and fun and probably often stressful Nuzlocke. As always, I have been Jolly by Nature. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Hey, what's up, everybody? You made it to the end of the video. That is so awesome. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons so you stay up to date on what I and my co-hosts are doing right here on the Blastburn Radio YouTube page. Also, be sure to check out Blastburn Radio Podcast, which is available wherever fine pods are casted, as well as at our website down below at blastburnradio.com. But yeah, we'll be back next time, and I hope to see you there. Take care.